All right, all right, all right. End of another day. So, actually, if we just look at today on the 60, um, this is what we did. Opened up and then just stayed in this area right here. Oh, wait, no, here. This is, that's the 28th. So we really made no headway. I mean, up and down, consolidating. And I think this is because Powell still has to speak. Powell's speaking tomorrow before the House. It's going to be more of the same. So I'm hoping that we open a little higher and do a little consolidation. We have this gap here. We may race up and close that gap. Um, that's the only thing really drawing us anywhere. I'm thinking tomorrow is another consolidation day like this, or a move up. And by Friday, I wouldn't be surprised if we close that gap. That's a pretty aggressive move, but may very well be the case. The 10-year traded down. Well, anyway, let's wrap this up. And here it is on the daily. I don't really like this bar. This kind of sets up a bear flag, but this bear flag could trigger and then turn around and fail, and that would be the setup for the move up. And that's what I'm looking for. Although, look at that momentum. That momentum is pretty sad. Pretty sad. Just really nothing to consider because we have the Feds tomorrow. Here's the 10-year, and you can see it put in that doji. Would have been nicer if this baby closed down around here, but it's still not bad. Momentum still looks strong, but I think it might roll over tomorrow, and hopefully we put in some lows on this interest rate, and that will slow the hemorrhaging. And really, it's just tech. You could see that Nasdaq was a lot weaker than the S&P today, and people are just rolling out of tech and rolling into some cyclicals and energy and defensive stuff, which is a good move. These Democrats are kind of crazy in office. I mean, they're messing with the Fed. I mean, it's really unfortunate what's going on there. So it's best to become just defensive. I mean, they're not economy driven. So, as far as stocks go, best to be defensive. Um, let's see, what else do we want to take a look at? Yeah, you know what? I think I'm going to take a look at everything weekly and really what's going on in the markets and Powell and everything like that. There's not a lot to do. It's best to just sit on the sidelines and chill out for a little bit. But here's a couple that everybody took an interest in. And here's Fuel Cell. And it's doing the same thing. It's doing the same thing that the rest of the market is. So there's no entry on Fuel Cell right now. Sit on your hands. Let this abate. You're not going to miss it. You don't have to be on the ground floor and get every dime. You got to buy it cheap and sell it high. Here's Plug Power. I like that company. They've been around a long time. They were around when I first got into the industry. Um, but again, doing the same thing. Everything's going to be doing the same thing. So it's just not the time. Let's just see what Powell does. We'll get that out of the way. And then we have the budget committee to get out of the way, and hopefully everybody smartens up and they don't look for that blank check, because that's really what's going on here. The Republicans are forcing the Democrats to reconcile. They want them to reconcile because the proposal the Democrats have now is to raise the budget cap or budget limits until 2024, their next election. So they don't have to disclose what they're spending until after the next election. So the Republicans are saying, hey, reconcile, because if you reconcile, then they have to show every dime. And that's why they're forcing their hand. They're saying either take this spending budget out, and we'll work that out after we raise the debt ceiling, or reconcile and try to get your bill passed. This way they disclose everything that they're going to do. So anyway, that's the give and take that's going on right now. And so really you should be sitting on your hands until all of that passes. Metamaterial, I think this is another meme stock, and you could just see it's consolidating. There's really no entry. I mean, if you really felt like you wanted to get involved with this, you could take the entry breaking above the 668. But really, until all the nonsense is done, the technicals are irrelevant. Remember, here's AMC, and you know, this is my bullish until it breaks this line. When it breaks that line, I think everybody needs to reconsider their position. Smile Direct. I don't know a lot about the company, but I mean, there's nothing here to encourage me to get involved. It's just end up breaking lows, and I wouldn't be surprised if it came down and retested that. Tesla's some big doings. Everybody's kind of looking at Tesla right now. I'm a big fan of Elon Musk. I think Tesla is an excellent software and battery company. That's why you should be buying it, not really for the automobiles. So really, I would just buy this on dips. This is something I would sock away, not really trade it. It's very volatile. You can, if you look for the right setups. If you're thinking about trading it, then, you know, now's the time to sit on your hands, let all the nonsense get out of the market. Another one is Lucid Group. Has meme behavior. I mean, very negative bar. Really nothing going on. I couldn't really recommend anybody to get involved with anything. Sophie Technologies. I mean, we know techs are out of favor. You're probably going to come back and fill this gap right here. Let's take a look at it after it does that, and we'll reevaluate what to do with it. You can, I mean, we can put a trend line in, and they all look relatively the same. Just right there. You could stay bullish above that line, but I'm pretty certain we're going to come pretty close to that line before it turns around. So anyway, that's everything in a nutshell. Again, tomorrow, just watch the Treasuries, the 10-year, and keep your eyes open for comments from Powell. It's really not a good idea to trade in front of that. It's better if you just sit on the sidelines and let him see what he's got to say, and we move on. So anyway, that's it. It's a wrap for today, September, is it 29th? Yes, it is, September 29th. We got 2 more days to the week. Let's see if we can close up high Friday. So everybody stay calm, be cool, be at peace when you trade, and good luck trading.